You guys, I just found out something. And it's something that I didn't know about until some of you guys told me. I mean, I'm in shock. Oh my God. I mean, how did I not know? I just can't believe that I've been so blind all this time. I don't make as much money as other resellers. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, you guys, I knew when I started doing sold videos, I was going to be at risk for being attacked for my low profits. I knew it, but I still chose to do them for, a few different reasons. The first reason being that I am extremely realistic. Okay, I know that there are a ton of people out there doing YouTube videos. There's a ton of people out there doing haul videos, showing things that they bought, the money that they think that they're gonna get for the item. But there is not a lot of people out there doing videos giving you specific profits that they are making. There are people out there that are doing sold videos every once in a while, occasionally, maybe even regularly, I don't know. But they're giving you estimates. They're saying, I'm making about this, or I sold this for this, and I made approximately this much money. But as far as I know, I am the only one giving exact numbers. And I'm telling you exactly how much profit I made on an item. And that I know has opened up a door to a lot of criticism. I have people tell me all the time, you're not making very much money. It seems like you're wasting your time. You're teaching people how to not be a reseller. Why don't you find things that are worth more? Why don't you resell things that get you better money? Why are you selling that kind of stuff if you're not making much money? I'm being realistic. The whole purpose of the sold videos that I do is to give you guys an idea of the everyday common bread and butter items that you can find and the kind of profits that you might expect to get out of them. Okay? And if profits are really low on an item, then the video should basically have kind of an opposite effect. If I only made $1.50 profit on something, then you should take that into account and you should say to yourself, maybe I shouldn't buy that. If I can only make $1.50 profit, then maybe that's not something that I should buy. And then on the flip side, if I sell something and make a $15 profit, that's when, you guys watching should say something to yourself like, wow, she made a $15 profit on those jeans. Maybe I should keep a mental note of that brand, that size, that style, something like that. So basically the sold videos, I am telling you guys exactly how much of a profit you can expect from the items that I've sold. If I only made 75 cents on something, I'm going to tell you. If I made a good amount of money on something, I'm going to tell you. I'm not trying to be like other resellers that only show you guys the good profits. If I wanted to, I could cherry pick the best profit items and not tell you guys about the crap. I could avoid telling you guys, oh, I sold this for $5.99 with free shipping. I sold this for $7.99 with free shipping, and just not tell you and only show you guys the really, really good stuff. But I choose not to do that, because I'm trying to be realistic with you guys. And it has come quite clear that a lot of people don't like hearing the truth. So, I've gotten a lot of backlash for being realistic and trying to be truthful. But you know what? I can't help that. So that's the purpose of the sold videos. The purpose of the sold videos is basically to give you guys a realistic example of what to expect selling bread and butter items. That's it. Also, you know, I never claimed to be a full-time reseller. I don't pull full-time reseller numbers. You know, I have people email me, message me, comment on my videos. You're not making a lot of money. Seems like you're doing a lot of work for not very much money. Never did I say I was putting in 40 hours a week reselling. Because I don't. I don't put in 40 hours a week reselling. If I was putting in 40 hours a week just reselling, then I'm sure that I would be making a lot more money than I'm making now, but I'm not. So for anybody that's under the impression that I am doing full-time reselling and living off of the profits that I make, I never claimed to be that, and I don't want you to think that I am that. You know, the whole purpose of me starting these videos and starting this channel was to try to help people that don't necessarily want to live off of their reseller income, but bring in a little bit of extra money for their family. You know, for the stay-at-home parents that really can't go to work, but they can hit up a Goodwill every weekend and pick out some pieces to resell to make a little bit of extra grocery money. You know, that's the whole point of this channel. And it's also because I do not live in an area where designer clothing and high quality, high priced goods are in my area. It just doesn't happen. And there is a lot of people out there making videos showing all of these really high-end designer brands. But guess what? Not everybody has access to those. Sometimes all we have access to is American Eagle and Calvin Klein. That's about as good as we can get. But you know what? You could still make some money off of it. Might not be much money, but it's a little bit of money, and every little bit helps. That's the whole point of my videos. But I would like to say that I do ship out packages every single day, and it's profit every single time. So, in my opinion, I have to be doing something right. Know what I mean? Anyway, I know the comments aren't gonna stop. I know the emails and the messages, none of it's gonna stop. People are still gonna talk, but you know what? I feel a little bit better at least having said my piece. And that's all I gotta say about that. And I truly hope that even though I don't drive a big fancy car and I don't make $10,000 a month reselling, I still hope that maybe some of you will find my videos useful and might still watch. Thank you guys so much for watching my rant. I've tried so hard to just ignore it, but sometimes, you know, I feel the need to address things. So I appreciate all of your support and your love and your kind comments and words. I really do appreciate it, you know, and I guess if you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, you can feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to me yet, I hope you still will. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.